Here we are, and we're back. This is Wyatt Wednesday, take 29701. I'm David Still with Wyatt Aberchinsky, and we're jamming. Yes, it's crazy, man. It's like, dude, you wear that shirt every day, brother. Like every time we get together, you're wearing the same shirt.
David, I just love Jack White that much. That's true. That's probably true. Oh, if
You
anybody,
know, nothing's better than a 12-year-old red and checkered white flannel, baby. It's like a tablecloth that never stops giving. That's why I wear this all the time too.
heavy relic.
So true. So we're jamming. We're gonna talk about some names of pedals. So you listen, very clever names. If you look at pedal names in general, very clever or maybe not so clever, but generally speaking, a lot of creativity. Does that go? Like, does that just flow to you? Do you have to think about it for months? How does that work?
It's pretty natural. Everything kind of came to me like in the moment. As a writer and kind of creator, I really do enjoy clever wordplay and things like that. But as far as like the WA and how I was kind of conceptualizing everything, a huge Greek mythology buff, huge in like Greek and Roman history, Greco-Roman history, and Mythos pedals already exist. He's in Tennessee, so that guy stole my entire pedal business. And I'm such a sucker for his stuff too. Um, so that's kind of like I was riding on the notion of the Greek stuff, and Enigma for me kind of in plain language, it was just a pedal I couldn't figure out. Okay, my first attempt at building something unique, different, more like a hot rodded range master, but I was also studying like 70s Bogan PA stuff and old RCA manuals and whatnot, and was really into Terry Kath and Chicago at this point in time. So it all came to me. I was like, what am I doing? I'm sitting like half naked on the breadboarding in my bedroom, late at night. It all got to me. I couldn't figure out why I wired it wrong and all this stuff. It was so amateur, and it was just the enigma to me. And then Steve K obviously kicked off the hype, and it evolved from there. And then I subsequently kind of came like the Titan, of course, the Roman Greek kind of moniker, Orthos. Again, another Hades kind of reference, Orthos and Cerberus and stuff like that, where it's like the dual heads. So that was cool. And then I don't know, Magnus, by the code name Magnus, my latest boost pedal, that was just something I came up. It just felt powerful. It was a high gain amplifier pedal. What is it? It just seemed like a magnum, like this magnetic force. I don't even know. I just made up this story in my head. And for another project I'm working on right now with amplification, lore is a big part of what we are exploring, and especially like Tolkien and how he developed this whole, massive ethos surrounding elves and Middle Earth and things like that. So really big into that. I also like Harry Potter and things. It's fantasy, sci-fi stuff, fiction. So I'm really interested in exploring this notion of lore and storytelling through equipment, its purpose, and also like just the name itself. So that's something to look for there. But as far as the WA, it's all a crapshoot. It's what I can relate the project to. Maybe I'll be watching something, History Channel, and I'll watch a cool mythology show or something, and I see something cool. The name's good. I'm going to keep that for something. That's where it trickles down to. Maybe Mythos Pedals, he'll hire me, and then I'll relish in all my inventions then. But that's mostly it.
I mean, well, it's but it's cool because the name often, but the name is derived from the product you're building, so there's a connection there as opposed to, and this would not be the Wyatt way We got Wyatt Wednesdays, not the Wyatt Way, the Wyatt Way, not the Wyatt Way would be, oh, dude, that just sounds like a name that's marketable.
Well, I feel like that is generally the consensus around stuff. They, a bunch of suits sitting around the table. How can we make $1,000 off this pedal?
Yeah.
Something cheesy. Oh my gosh, I wonder so much about guitar pickup names and things like that. I mean, how did these guys come up with this stuff? It's crazy. But
Well, I mean, because depending on the size of the company or just in the corporate world in general, we know, yes, there's a marketing team. They have to keep their job. In order to keep their job, they need to have a big, long, multi-day meeting to come up with 3 new product names. And that's just phase 1 of phase 4. There's got to be 3 follow-up, conferences / seminars, on voting on the final name.
yeah,
Glad to hear that's not employed at Abstract Audio and WA. So good.
no.
There we go. Now we know how you have. Oh man, I was trying to close this out good and I didn't. You know what we're going to talk about next? To be continued. Thanks for the names, Wyatt.
That's good.